Welcome back to Omnis Eat Vegan. I'm Jessica.
And I'm John.
And today we are doing a very laid back mukbang. We are having Starbucks drinks.
We are.
That's it. Starbucks drinks.
Starbucks.
I have the strawberry acai refresher. I got the strawberry acai refresher and sugar-free vanilla, no added sugar, no added syrup. And then I got unsweetened vanilla almond breeze almond milk. I added that when I got home just because I'm trying to limit my sugar intake. So I didn't want the sweetened, even all of their vegan milks, their coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk, all are sweetened.
Hello.
So like I said, I got unsweetened almond breeze almond milk when I got home. And did I say the sugar-free vanilla syrup?
I think you did.
Okay, so that's my drink.
If you didn't, you got 4 pumps of it.
Yes, so that's my drink.
And some strawberries.
Yes, and there's, oh yeah, there's strawberries on top here. Not a whole lot, but there are some strawberries on top here.
Yes.
So.
And I got black coffee.
Now, I would
Black coffee for John! Yeah, no.
Before we started the camera, I asked John, I was like, you're sure you told him no sugar? Because this is super sweet. So, if you guys know if maybe the strawberries sit in sugar or something like that, and like John ordered them, but he told them no sugar.
I said no sugar, no added sugars. I read your text verbatim.
Yeah, so, but it's super, super sweet. So, I don't know if that's just because the strawberries are in sugar, or something. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. So, I'm gonna have to look this up. I've been using MyFitnessPal to track
Stuff.
my drinks and so forth, and well, everything, track my everything. So I'm gonna have to look this up in MyFitnessPal to see if the acai refresher has added sugar in itself. Like, I don't know what's used there, but I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe the strawberries have syrup or sugar or something like that with it.
Probably. I mean, I said that to them. They didn't like retort. Oh my gosh, sir, we cannot serve you this. Our strawberries are soaked in sugar.
Yeah.
So.
But it's really good. This is the first time I've ever tried this. This is the vegan pink drink. Like I said, the only thing that I didn't order was the coconut milk. I looked it up online on PETA and it said to order coconut milk, but their coconut milk is sweetened. So I wanted to go no sweet. So that's why I went with my
no sugar.
Yeah, I went with my unsweetened vanilla.
Not no sweet, no sugar.
No sugar. Yes, because I know we touched on a previous mukbang, but Neil and I are eating less sugar, less processed foods. So in essence, lower carb. We're not like full-blown low carb, but we are definitely eating lower carb. I was diagnosed as diabetic in May, and just by changing my diet, cutting out a lot of processed carbohydrates and eating more protein and more fats, I'm no longer taking pills. I was taking pills for about 3 months, and I'm no longer taking pills now. So, and that's just from changing my diet. So like, if you guys has seen our channel for any amount of time, you know that, oh, I should say it's type 2 diabetic, by the way. But if you've seen our channel for any amount of time, you know that we ate a lot of pasta. We are huge pasta eaters.
Well, we were.
Yeah, we were. Still like pasta.
Well, we were.
And pizzas and so on and so forth. But we've cut out a lot of that, and we're eating more things like zucchini noodles. I know that was in a recent what I ate in a day that I had.
Riced cauliflower.
We're eating a lot more cauliflower. I never ate cauliflower before. Never. I don't like cauliflower. I don't like the flavor of cauliflower. And John's been making it with like olive oil and coconut oil and that sort of stuff. But I know that there's a lot of vegan people who eat no oil, but that's not how we can do it. So you know, he's been flavoring it with different oils and different seasonings. And making it palatable for me because I don't really like cauliflower.
The chicken broth.
Yeah, we got a couple of new ones of those, didn't we?
We did.
New brands of chicken broth.
We did. We have some. We got some. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's the vegan chicken.
When I say chicken, we also have our standby, which is Orrington Farms, and we also have our other one, which was a veggie broth, but
yeah,
it's. I mean,
John likes to try new things.
Yeah, I do. Those things are my faves, and well, I do like to try new things, but by the same token, like when I find something that I really, really like, I sort of stick with it.
Yeah.
Like I don't, like according to my wife, I'm not supposed to like cut my hair, I think. But
No.
growing my hair is like my thing now.
John's growing his hair to donate it.
I am, because my son did it.
So.
Because I can't let him, he can't one up me. He hasn't given blood yet though.
They keep sending notes this way.
Who?
The Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank. But anyway, so I figured we'd just talk for a little bit while we drank our breakfast drinks here, because it is morning. It's 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Actually, the Saturday before this post is this is posting on Monday. We're filming this Saturday morning, which is unusual for us. I usually have at least a week ahead of time.
Right.
So I'm running a little late this week on mukbangs, but. We already have the food that we're going to eat for next week's mukbang. We just haven't cooked it yet. So that's why we ended up going with a real quick one, because John is taking me out of town tonight.
Woo!
Our anniversary was earlier this month, and John and I are going to Baltimore, Maryland for Saturday into Sunday. So the boys are staying home. Neil's almost 19. Nick is 11 and a half. So they're going to be staying home and hanging out for...
I mean, yeah, they'll be hanging out.
They'll be hanging out for about 24 hours. But I figured we'd just do a really laid back conversation today. Some of the stuff that we've been changing in our diet. Like I said, I know we touched on a previous mukbang, but just talk a little bit more about just some of the stuff we're doing. Like I said, we're doing lower carb, which... You know, you can definitely do on a vegan diet. I know a lot of people are like, you can't do that on a vegan diet. It's all carbs.
Right.
But there's a lot of lower carb vegetables. So
right.
Like,
and on top of that, the vegetables themselves, because of their fiber, make them more palatable towards a lower carb diet. I mean, as long as you're eating something high in fiber that also is possibly equally as high in carbs. I mean, if the carbs equal the fiber, it's technically a net carb.
The net carb
start
it
talking
ends up
about
lower.
net carbs. And then I think you talked to at least one dietitian that said, you know, vegetables don't really even count.
It depends on who you're talking to
Right.
and what they count. But yeah, I mean, I've been eating a lot more salads,
Right.
Which I would eat, you know, on a fairly regular basis. But now I'm eating them even more regular. We're eating a lot of cauliflower. We're eating broccoli, which I'm not a huge fan of either. Usually I would eat broccoli with a cream sauce, and we haven't tried making any of our own homemade cream sauces.
We have some, what's that brand? Daya. We have some Daya sauce that we could do that.
Yeah, but I'd like to try to make my own, because a lot of those have added carbohydrates.
Oh yeah, that's true.
To like preserve them and stuff, but like using something like a I just opened this. This is why it's so heavy. But an unsweetened almond milk. I was using coconut milk, but now I'm using almond milk. This is the one I ended up buying, was almond milk. But there's lots of stuff that we can still do. Like we've been eating a lot more broccoli. We've been eating a lot more greens.
Right.
I tried Brussels sprouts for the first time here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I should have filmed that.
Not my favorite.
Should have filmed that.
Not my favorite. No.
There's not enough oil on the planet.
That can make Brussels sprouts, oil and salt to make Brussels sprouts taste good. Yeah. But I have found a love for cauliflower. I've never been a fan of cauliflower, and riced cauliflower especially.
I have not figured out how to adequately mash it.
Do mashed cauliflower.
Only because it just ends up so runny. And we haven't tried any sort of like.
Yeah, we have some like xanthan gum and stuff. We could probably try some of that.
Or psyllium husk. You could throw that in there, can you?
That's just fiber.
Yeah, I know, but the fiber should create
a
thickening paste.
But we've also
stick to your ribs cauliflower.
We've also been trying different sweeteners. So
sugar, alcohol.
I really like sugar. I am a sweet eater. We've said it many times on this channel. I am a sweet eater. I enjoy sweets. And we've been trying different sugar alcohols, like John said. Stevia, which I've never really tried before. I don't know about you guys. Erythritol is another one that is made from algae, which I didn't know, which is kind of interesting.
What?
Yeah, it's made from an algae extract.
Oh, really?
So I think that's vegan. Algae's a plant, right?
It is.
So erythritol is made from algae. Monk fruit
Yeah.
Monk fruit sweetener. We're probably gonna have an upcoming mukbang here soon, made with something using monk fruit. Definitely show it to you here soon. We were gonna do that today, but we just ran out of time. Like I said, it's already almost 9:40 now, and
9:40.
We've got lots of
We're
plans
late.
for today. Not only just going to Baltimore tonight, but we're gonna go to Hershey Park. If any of you guys are familiar with Hershey Park, we live about 45 minutes from Hershey Park.
It's about 30 if Jessica drives.
No, it's 45 minutes. So we're planning on going to Hershey Park during the day and then heading to Baltimore tonight. So we've got a really full day planned. So trying to cook something this morning to eat a mukbang just was not in the timetable, especially since I woke up an hour later than I wanted to. I wanted to get up at 7 and I didn't get up till 8. So
Basically,
yeah.
I was up at 5:30.
Yeah, John's always an early bird. But we're finding different stuff that we can eat, or that I can eat, being lower sugar.
Right.
And I've been taking my blood sugars, and my numbers have honestly been very, very good. Like I said, I'm no longer on medication. Just cutting out some of those processed carbohydrates has changed my diet so much, and eating more vegetables. I think that's really it. Even before eating vegan, I would eat pasta and fruits and
Yeah.
sweetened stuff.
The good vegans.
Sweetened yogurts, sweetened milk. Like, I would not buy almond milk or coconut milk without having it being sweetened vanilla. Everything I ate had an added sweetener in it because I am a sweet eater. You're more of a savory eater.
I am. So this has never been a problem.
Yeah, so John's okay with this, but I've personally been eating a lot more vegetables, less fruits, but a lot more vegetables. And really sticking to less breaded foods. So like we'll eat vegan burgers. I know you guys have seen vegan burgers pop up in our What I Ate in a Day is here recently. I think this coming What I Ate in a Day has vegan burgers in it. We've been eating like higher fiber tortillas. I think we did a taco mukbang a couple weeks ago where we were starting to show you guys some of this that we've been changing our diet on. So we've been eating the lower carb, higher fiber. Well, it's still the same number of carbs, but they've added fiber so that it brings down the net carbs.
Right.
Tortillas, we've been using that.
And we know, and you know, I don't want to have like, I mean, you guys can comment whatever you want. You know that. We know that some people don't necessarily buy into the whole net carb thing.
Yeah.
And I get that. I personally,
my dietitian gave me a total carb. She's like, you can't use net carbs, use a total carb. And I've been sticking within that too. Go ahead, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
That's okay. I know that that's sort of wonky in that, you know, bottom line is that when we put a carbohydrate into our body, it's a carbohydrate. It's just that I sort of get the theory behind this as I put the carbohydrate in, but then I also put this fiber in, and this fiber causes the body to work.
Fiber is considered carbohydrate. If you look at labels,
Right.
Fiber is actually listed under the carbohydrates. So see how it says total carbohydrates 1 gram, dietary fiber is less than 1 gram, and sugar is 0.
Right.
So like this
It's a net 0.
is a 1 carbohydrate, and there's less than 1 gram of dietary fiber. So that means in 1 cup of this unsweetened vanilla almond milk, there's about a half a gram of carbs. If you're counting net carbs. If you're counting total carbs, a cup is 1 gram.
Right.
So this is actually a nice low carb, as long as you're getting the unsweetened version. I think the sweetened version has like 15 or 18 carbs in it, something like that, because it's all sugar.
Okay, so because of the sugar, that's just. But see, you mean I understand the whole like okay, it's listed under a carbohydrate, but the fiber, I would think that
Fiber is considered a carbohydrate.
I would think then because the fiber is a harder carbohydrate to process.
Yeah, fiber's not usually processable. It just passes through the body.
Right, but it causes the body to work.
I don't know.
Well, no.
And actually, if any of you guys are from Europe, I think your labels actually don't even count fiber in the carbohydrate count. I think you guys already are like, that's what I've seen online, is that if you're in Europe, that the carbohydrate number on your nutrition facts is already the net carb.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Yeah. That's my understanding. If any of you guys are from Europe and you're watching this, let us know in the comment section down below, because that's what I've read online, is that in Europe, the nutrition facts is just net carbs already.
So then the EU has already accepted the idea and moved forward with the idea that there's net carbs.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That's just what I read online. But yeah. So anyway, we've been trying to, like I said, my sweet tooth doesn't quit. So I've been making foods that have those fake sweeteners. I've been eating a lot of like almond flour. This is just ground up almonds. So I've been eating a lot more nuts. That I said about eating higher fat. I've been eating a lot more nuts, macadamia nuts. I think I had that in one of my What I Ate in a Days here recently. Yeah. I like macadamia nuts a lot. Actually, almonds. I started liking macadamia nuts when we went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I got some macadamia nuts in Hawaii and I really enjoyed it.
I think you revisited. I think you always.
I'm sure I've had them before.
It's just one of those things where you touched back on it because they're so prevalent.
Yeah.
In that geographic location.
Well, they grow them in Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, duh.
But yeah, I've been eating those. I like cashews are a little bit higher carb, but I don't eat those as much. I like almonds.
Right.
Walnuts and pecan. I mean, I like nuts. They're good.
But aren't peanuts are high in carb though? Carby.
Yeah, but not. I mean, you can still eat them. You just have to be careful how much you eat. So like we've been buying, instead of buying like processed peanut butter, like heavily processed peanut butter. I know you guys have told me that before. Instead of buying like heavily processed peanut butter, we've been buying like all natural peanut butter. Here, I have it right here. Hang on one second.
Cool.
So we've been trying this Crazy Richard's 100% peanuts, all natural creamy. You can see. I don't know.
I did not read the crazy part. I didn't know really
how empty that is. I store it like this because this is one of the peanut butters that like separates. Yeah, because the ingredients on this, peanuts. That's it. Not even sugar, not even salt. I'm sorry. Some peanut butters have peanuts and salt. This one doesn't even have salt. This is just peanuts.
I did not notice the Crazy Richard. I just saw Richard's.
So I've been really careful about like even my peanut butters, making sure that the peanut butters don't have any sugars in. Now this has sugar, so this
peanuts have sugar.
Yeah, peanuts have sugar. So this is for example, 2 tablespoons is 7 carbs, 3 fiber, 2 sugars. So like this you would count as 2 tablespoons would be 4 net carbs. So, I mean, peanut butter's not bad, but it's not the best nut when it comes to low carb either. I know avocados are really good. I personally am not a fan of avocados.
Right.
I've tried to be. I mean, I have bought avocados, tried to eat them. I have tried guacamole and tried eating that.
Well, your problem with guacamole probably extends.
There's a lot. Yeah,
it extends beyond just not liking the avocado. The avocado. You don't like onions. You like tomatoes. I mean, people will throw a little bit of tomato in there, but you don't like peppers. You don't like. Well, you like lime. I don't know if you like. Actually, I don't know if you like lime flavor.
It's okay. Yeah.
But it's not like if somebody said, "Is Jessica lemon or lime?" I would go lemon.
Yeah, I'm gonna take lemon juice over lime juice.
And if anybody talks to me for any length of time, they would probably call lime.
Yeah, you like limeade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a lime because I think lemon's sweet.
I like sweet.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I mean, it's doable. Like I said, it's just really reading labels, buying this peanut butter over a more processed peanut butter. I think I've got one up here from Smucker's. That one has salt in it. It's peanut and salt. I've got fake sweeteners. I even have a sugar-free chocolate syrup that I've been trying to use. It still has a carb. I think it's 1 net carb in it because they're using erythritol to sweeten it. But I've got. I'm looking over here because we have, with the shelves that used to be back in this corner that you've seen in previous videos are now over here. Yeah. So I'm looking over here. Yeah. I've got dark chocolate chips that are sweetened with stevia.
Ironically, our video games, movies, and food have all taken place over here. They were over here.
And they moved over here.
We moved them over there.
But I've been using coconut flour. I've been using almond flour. I've bought some oat fiber that I have not used yet, which I want to try. Apparently that you can make some really tasty bread with like an almond flour, coconut flour with one or the other, or a mixture, and oat fiber, and it makes it still spongy like white bread. So I haven't tried that yet, but I bought oat fiber to try that out. We've got monk fruit sweetener. We've got a couple of protein shakes that are vegan as well. I mean, the bigger name brands that we've had on here before, but I found a new one called Tone It Up, I think it's called. Hang on one second.
Sure.
Yeah, so I found this at Walmart. It's called Tone It Up Plant-Based Protein, and this is a peanut butter flavor. It smells like peanuts. I mean, that's literally what it smells like. Just, it smells like peanuts.
It smells like soy to me, actually.
Well, I think it is soy-based.
I was
It's
gonna say.
pea protein, pumpkin seed protein, natural flavors, peanut flour, guar gum, sea salt, and monk fruit extract. So it's
no
sweetened
soy.
with monk fruit. No soy. Pea and pea protein and pumpkin seed protein. And then, like I said, guar gum, sea salt, and monk fruit. So, and it contains peanuts. It's not stamped as vegan because it is processed in a facility that has that processes milk, soy, wheat, and eggs.
Right.
So it doesn't actually have the V stamp, but it is a plant-based protein. So I've been eating some of this lately, especially like you can add this to some like homemade desserts and stuff if you're using like an almond flour and this to flavor it.
Again, we're just shooting for something that's sweet,
I like sweet.
that tastes good, and it can replace the wonderful, what would normally look like carb.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, before May, I was under a lot of stress at work.
Yeah.
A lot of stress. I actually changed jobs in May. I went from one department to a completely different department. I switched buildings, still working for the same company, but from one department to a completely different department. And my stress level has come down significantly. I was handling stress by eating candy and pasta and pizzas, and that's what I was eating. And
and not that pizza in and of itself is bad. It's just
well, it's the white flour and stuff mixed with all the sugar that I was eating. I mean, I was eating a lot of sugar, a lot of candy, a lot of sweets. Now, you guys saw that I was eating some of that stuff on some of my what I ate in a days. Pasta was in almost every single what I ate in a day. White bread.
Yeah.
A lot of processed foods. And, then I'd come home and have a couple pieces of dark chocolate.
And then on top of that, I mean, when I'm making, as sort of the chef for the
John's
family,
the cook. I'm not a cook.
as sort of the chef, I wasn't just making 1 pound of pasta to feed us. I was having to make 2 pounds of pasta.
Yeah, for the 4 of us.
For the 4 of us. And
We usually have leftovers.
That's like yeah, we did, but that's still, even if you said, okay, well, all's fair, you're still talking about probably about oversized portion. We were having oversized portions of.
Yeah, I weigh everything I eat now.
Right.
I know, like, here recently on one of my what I ate in a days, I think there was a comment asking about the marinara sauce that I had on my zucchini noodles.
Oh, that's gross.
We've been eating lower net carb tomato sauce. So Raos or Raos. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
I'll be honest with you. Even you don't even just flat out. It is the best pasta sauce.
But it's also very expensive.
It is very expensive. I mean,
it's like $6 or $7 per jar versus like the ragu that we used to buy or whatever. Not ragu. What was the Prego was what we were buying. We would buy the Prego Market Fresh, which was still like $3 a jar, but this is the Raos or Rouse is like twice as much. But it's very, very good, flavorful wise. We get the marinara and we get the tomato basil, I think, are the 2 different flavors that we've tried. But it's very good. But I mean,
as long as it has Rayo on the sauce side, I don't really care.
But we've been very good about, or at least I've been very good about really reading labels and making sure there's no added sugars. And I can say in just like what May, June, July, August, September, 4 months, I've gone from being full blown type 2 diabetic to
pre-diabetic.
No, well now my numbers that I take every day are in the normal range.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any numbers, knock on wood. I don't have any numbers that I take during the day. Now I only take my blood sugar once a day with my meter, but
right.
Now I'm not getting any readings that are outside of normal non type 2 diabetic range.
Can I just say, for all those diabetics out there, God bless you guys. I mean, the diabetic supplies are very expensive.
They are very expensive. I was taking a pill that was $50 a month.
Yeah.
For my copay. That's not even the whole price. That was my copay. I was taking a $50 per month copay, and my strips and stuff that I buy for my machine is $50-something. Now that, because I only take my blood sugar once a day, isn't horrendous.
Yeah, but if
because it's spread over like 2.5 months.
Yeah. But if you guys, I mean, that's God bless you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
bless you guys. I mean, that's tough.
But I will say, I really threw myself at this.
Yeah.
When I was diagnosed, I was like, I'm making myself better.
Yeah.
I've lost about 25 pounds just by getting rid of those processed foods.
Right.
It doesn't have to be that you're not eating vegan. You can still eat vegan. You're just getting rid of processed foods and added sugars. And it's really helped me a lot. I've lost 25 pounds. And I also, I have family members who are type 2 diabetic. And, you know, they started their medication. They're on their medication. They take their medication, but they haven't really made any changes in their diet.
Right.
But I weigh everything I eat, and I track everything I eat in an app on my cell phone, because I want to be better. I want to not take pills,
right.
and I want to eat healthier. And I mean, that's why we even started this channel,
Right.
to eat healthier.
Yes.
And then we fell into
The
trap of we're just going to be lazy vegan. You know, we're going to be lazy vegan. Pasta is vegan. You know, we're just going to eat vegan. We're going to eat pasta with tomato sauce on top because that's vegan. But it's still very processed, and it's still a lot of added sugar.
Yeah.
So
Because let's be honest, pasta, most pasta, even your white pasta, has sugar in it.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you sit down and make homemade pasta, I mean, you can cut down some of that sugar out. But for the most part, every recipe that makes dough adds a little bit of sugar.
yeah, and salt too and stuff.
Wow, salt's good for you. I love that salt.
Yeah, we do eat a lot of salt.
I love that salt.
This is very good, by the way. If you've ever tried a vegan pink drink, this is very, very good.
If you've ever had black coffee, this is very good.
John likes black coffee. Usually, he used to get sugar in it. You don't get sugar in it anymore either, right?
Nope.
So yeah,
Hey,
he used to
listen,
get sugar in it.
I'm supporting my.
Yeah, John does not have diabetes. Neil doesn't have diabetes. Nick doesn't have diabetes, at least that we know of. None of them have been tested. I got tested because I was talking to my doctor about my inability to lose weight, and you know, it just turned out this way. But
Right.
I mean, you can be diabetic and not change your diet. But I wanted. This was my decision. I said I don't want to take pills for the next 40 something years. I'm not quite 40 years old yet. I'm still in my 30s for a little bit more time. So I'm still in my 30s, and you know, the likelihood of me living into my 80s is very real. Possibly by the time I get to that age, probably older than that, I'll probably live into my 90s or longer. But I don't want to be on medication for the next 40 something years.
Almost every medication comes with a side effect.
Yes.
I mean, you just can't avoid it. I mean, I'm actually on a medication that is so, is so new, or I think honestly, to try and cut down the redness and
Swelling and stuff that you had in your
swelling
face.
that I had in my face. I'll be honest with you, I know they've done FDA testing and so on and so forth on it. I don't know that they've really come up with all the things that may come out with regards to taking this drug, especially
Yeah.
because it's an injectable, and it's what's called a biological. But it's one of those spots where
It's good.
you can't live itching your face either. So
Yeah.
until such time as I figure out, I mean, and I've had allergy testing, and I haven't tried going off the med, and obviously I'm not going to do that without the
The doctor's approval.
doctor's approval, but
Wow.
it's one of those spots where
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
medication comes with risk, and you got to make sure that,
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was taking a blood pressure med that had carcinogens in it.
Yeah.
And I was doing my best. It was a good med. It was working fine.
Well, and John's lost weight on eating, just like I said, we're eating more whole foods,
Right.
which is the mantra of vegan, is eating more whole foods.
Right.
And we're actually, we were being very lazy vegans. We absolutely were. We've gotten some comments in the past, is how can you be eating vegan and be fat?
Right. Well, this is how you do it.
You know, we're putting ourselves on the internet. We're opening ourselves to those kind of comments, but you eat lazy. I mean, we eat lazy. A lot of processed foods, a lot of,
And it's
I
not-
mean, it's even like,
But I don't-
no sugar ketchup instead of sugar added ketchup. I can't taste the difference.
Right.
And I even said that to my dietitian when I went to talk to her. I'm like, I don't even taste the difference. Why do they even put sugar in tomato ketchup? Why? I don't taste any difference at all.
Well, you gotta, I mean,
But we are not people who. I mean, John likes to cook, but usually by the end of the day, he's a special education teacher. By the end of the day, he's tired. You know, and he switched classrooms, which the new classroom has less stress, but he has more students.
Right.
So you've tripled your students. He had 3, and now he's got 10, right? 9 or 10?
11.
11. He's 11 students. So, you know, he's more than tripled, almost quadrupled his class load, but still, he's tired at the end of the day. And I work all day, and we're just lazy. So what we've been really lazy in our eating.
Right. Well, the thing is that it's one thing to, you know, to try. Once we made a change, you know, we talked about this as far as even going vegan. It takes a while to change culture. It takes a while to change habits and processes. And yes, with will comes change. And as you will yourself to change or drive yourself towards change, you will change. And in this regard, because Jessica really put herself out there and said, listen, I'm not taking this stuff. I'm going to change. She moved a lot faster. And
there's a lot of side effects to those pills. Yeah. It can destroy your liver, it can destroy your kidneys. I mean, I would rather use whole foods and diet to control a condition that is controllable than to take a pill.
Right.
So.
And, you know, the deal is that we're you know, like everybody else, we're just trying to move from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And hopefully get a little, you know, enjoyment out of it all.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Jessica, now that is no sugar.
But I found it acceptable, and I've been making desserts. We go to my dad's house every Sunday. We go to John's mom's house every Sunday as well, most Sundays. And I've been making desserts and stuff to bring to my dad's house because we are big. My whole family is big sweets eaters, and some of them, they'll all at least try the desserts I'll bring. I'll give them that. But like some of the sugar alcohols that we've been using, they give you like a cooling sensation in your mouth, and they're like, oh, I don't like that. Me, I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. I made chocolate chip cookies with, like I said, I have those chocolate chips that are sweetened with stevia. They're dark chocolate chips, but they're sweetened with stevia. Made them with like almond flour and stuff, and I think they were good. And they were cooling though. That was the one that I found the most unique flavor to it. But
it's not terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and my dad's been trying. You know, he's been making food that is lower carb.
Right.
And your mom's been trying to support it too. Not that they changed their whole diet, but we in our house have changed. We've been eating more vegetables. Like, we have not been putting Nick on a strict diet at all. Like, he still eats like buns and stuff, like white bread. And he still eats pasta on occasion, not very often, but he still does. But he's been eating a lot more cauliflower. He's been eating a lot more broccoli. He's been eating a lot more green beans. And, you know, we've been sticking to the green vegetables.
Yeah, and he's so funny because he insists Jessica made cauliflower rice and she didn't put
soy sauce
tamari in. And he's like, I'm not eating that.
Yeah, he insisted on putting some tamari in it, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think in one of my recent What I Ate days, we did a vegan ground round mixed with cauliflower rice.
Right.
And one of you guys actually put a comment about trying vegan sausage with cauliflower rice and like a tofu scramble kind of thing. That sounds really, really good. But we could try that. I mean, I haven't tried that yet, but like even like a vegan sausage with
well, we have the Beyond
rice.
Sausage yet to try as well.
Yes, that should be coming in an upcoming What I Ate Today soon. We got the vegan Beyond Sausage, so that should be coming in What I Ate Today soon. Or no, I'm sorry, a Taste Test Tuesday soon. It's in our freezer right now. We have to pull it out and eat it. So probably a mukbang too.
Maybe.
We'll see, because we have a lot of them.
Yeah, we did. We bought all the flavors, I think.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, all the flavors that the Whole Foods had. So.
All right.
Anyway, we've been talking for a really long time.
There you go. She might split this into 2 mukbangs.
No, it's not gonna be 2 mukbangs.
2 mukbangs!
This was really good. I have to look it up to see if there's any added sugar because it was too good to be no sugar.
Have faith in the Bucks.
We'll see. I have to look that up. If you know, put that down in the comment section down below. I might have already looked it up, but I definitely have to determine if that has any added sugar in it because that will screw up my sugar numbers. I'm being very
cautious.
Like I said, I am throwing myself into this because you only have one lifetime and you only have one health, and if you ruin it because of what you eat and what you consume, you know, there's not an easy way to go back from that. So anyway,
For Omnis Eat Vegan,
we hope you enjoyed this video.
yeah, we hope you enjoyed this video.
Give us a thumbs up down below.
Thumbs up.
Neil's walking around behind the camera, so if the camera is shaking, it's because Neil's walking around behind the camera.
Yeah.
If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit the red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell to notify you when we do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. You know, have you guys had any health issues that you've used the vegan diet to help you? Like I said, we pretty much have just tried to cut out a lot of processed foods and add sugars. You know, that's basically what we've been trying to do. And we've been eating a lot more of the vegan proteins, eating a little bit more higher protein and higher fats to compensate for the lower carbs. So like I said, like the almond flour, coconut flour. I'd love to make my own pastas with some of those. I haven't tried that yet, but we ate the pasta zero in a mukbang here recently, a couple weeks ago.
And that's I think it was a shout out to Skunk. I mean, he's right. I mean, it's tough to put regular pasta sauce on that, but it wasn't terrible. It's not terrible.
Yeah,
it's not terrible.
So we've eaten it a couple times since.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect replacement. Especially since I like my pasta well done.
Right, you can't.
And those noodles are definitely al dente.
Yeah, you gotta. You can't. You'll overcook them, possibly burn them.
Yeah. So anyway, I would love to know anything that you guys have done to help change up your diets or change your health or just make your lives better because of changing your diet. One of the questions we get often is, are you totally vegan? And to be honest, no, we're not totally vegan. I'd say that I'm more vegetarian than vegan. But we do still occasionally will eat meat. We don't force our extended family to change their diets for us. And like I said, we just mentioned we go to their houses on Sundays. But yeah, we're not entirely vegan. We get that question actually very often. But the whole point of this channel was Omnis Eat Vegan.
Right.
We're people who are not totally adjusted to a vegan palate, trying out vegan foods to give anyone interested in transitioning or anyone interested in trying
something,
an objective opinion on the different foods and how they taste.
Right.
So.
And you know, I mean, as Jessica always, I think, is quick to point out, I mean, I guess if there was one of us that could go totally vegan, it's probably me.
Yeah.
Because all I need is some salt and I can eat it.
Yeah.
If it's, you know, you throw a little salt on that, a little soy sauce.
It's all good.
It's all good. I'll get her done.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video and we'll see you on the next Omnis Eat Vegan. Bye.